Hey, so I'm going to list the NFT tools, utilities, and resources that I use on almost a daily basis. If you have any of your favorite NFT resources that you would like listed here, please contact me on Twitter at klabianco. So I'm going to start off with the income generating tool called RENFT, Rent. It is at renft.io, and it lets you rent out your NFT for a certain number of days that you set. And on the site, you can also set your custom prices for any NFT that you own. It's also a marketplace where you can rent out other people's NFTs. So let's say, for example, you need an NFT to gain access to a certain event, but you don't actually have that NFT. Well, you could just borrow it from someone else or rent it from someone else here for a nominal fee, get to go to that event, and then return it the next day. It's kind of like a hotel rental or an Airbnb, but for NFTs. So it's pretty cool. The next resources here are the marketplaces. So we've got OpenSea, and this is the mainstream marketplace to buy and sell any NFTs that you want. Almost everyone I know in the NFT space uses OpenSea or has used OpenSea in the past. Um, it's the number one place to go. So any kind of NFT you'll be able to find here. The fees are nominal. I think they're around 2.5% for every transaction you make, but they make everything extremely easy. You can even lazy mint your own NFTs here and sell them online. So it's the number one spot. There's also LooksRare, which is another NFT marketplace. LooksRare is similar to OpenSea, except that they will provide you with the Looks coin, which is a reward anytime you transact on here. So let's say you buy a mutant ape. If you actually buy it, they'll give you some Looks coins, which can be traded for Ethereum on any of the major exchanges, including Uniswap. So you could do it that way. It is one of the newer NFT platforms, which is why they are trying to entice people to go to it by giving away the Looks coins. As far as alpha goes, that's information on like insights on NFTs. There is context.app, and this site will let you watch and follow wallets and find out what they're buying and selling as well as minting. It's pretty nicely laid out. They've got suggested wallets that you can follow here. You can connect your Twitter friends to the wallet addresses they have listed on there. So you can easily see what all of your Twitter friends are minting and buying and selling and so on. There's also a Discover section here where they have a list of the top projects that are minting as well as top projects that are trending. And then they've got listed to get you started some collections of people to follow, like all the punk holders or all the party bid members and so on. So you can check that out. The next alpha project is Rarity Tools, and this was created by some Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. Rarity Tools kind of ranks all the NFTs within a given project. So let's say you're debating on which NFT to buy at the OpenSea marketplace. So between two choices which are pretty similarly priced, you could just go to Rarity Tools, check out their rarity ranking, and then you'll be able to know which one you should buy based on how rare their properties are. Generally, the higher, the more rare an item is, a rare an NFT is, the higher priced it should be. So a lot of people will not be aware of the rarities, the rarity ranking of their NFT, and then price it incorrectly. So you might be able to get a good deal by using rarity rankings, Rarity Tools. NFT Inspect. It's historical charts linking Twitter users to NFT projects based on their profile pictures. Has ranking info, profile flows, and top community members listed for each project. So this is really cool. I've used it in some of my other videos, kind of comparing, where people are coming from and so on. Let me show you exactly what's going on here. Bringing up an example. So you've got Bored Ape Yacht Club, and these are all current and up to date. It's a pretty great site. So it's the first place for ranking unique PFPs. So this is on Twitter. Back on June 11th, there were 4,998 Twitter profile pictures that were of Bored Apes. They've decreased slightly, but that's okay. Tweets with NFT, what does it say? The number of tweets with an image of an NFT from this collection that has been viewed. So as you can see, they really rely heavily on Twitter because Twitter is used so predominantly in the crypto space and the NFT space specifically. Here's a nice profile flow saying where. So this is currently Bored Ape Yacht Club. These are the projects that the Bored Ape Yacht Club people have come from, and these are the projects that they're going to. So you can see that Mutant Ape Yacht Club people have changed their profile picture to Bored Ape Yacht Club, and from Bored Ape Yacht Club, a lot of people have changed their profile picture to Goblin Town, Mutant Ape, and so on. So this is a really good way to see on Twitter to connect, what the Web 2 world is doing and connect it to the Web 3 world. And they've also got the top community members listed here, which is really nice. Next item here on the alpha section are floor price charts by Punk 9059. This is from a Twitter user, Punk 9059. This spreadsheet, which is basically just a plain old simple Google spreadsheet, has a lot of really really detailed information on pricing and tracks historically every single a lot of the main projects that are in the NFT space. So you can really really dive deep into the statistics here if you're interested in it. It's really 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 detailed. You can spin off, you can make a copy of this document and then work with it on your own. It's really great what he's doing. And I know that he's working towards putting this into a website of his own, which will be listed here soon when that comes. Yeah, so that's floor price charts by Punk 9059. Newsletter. So Medici Minutes, this is a newsletter put out by Cosimo Medici. It's his own take on alpha, and it includes some private invitations, some interviews with high-profile actors in the NFT space. It's released every Thursday. I know just yesterday they had an interview with Kevin Rose. Kevin Rose is the guy that's behind Moonbirds. So there was like a short question and answer session there that was listed in the newsletter, and also talks about other industry-related thoughts. So you can sign up for this newsletter at mediciminutes.com if you want to. If not, that's fine too. Informational. So this is Etherscan. Etherscan is the place to find any transaction that's happened on the Ethereum blockchain, as well as reading the smart contract code behind any NFT project. So it's really cool. Let me see if I could bring up any of these ERC top tokens, or ERC, not ERC 20. Let me bring up an NFT token here so you can see what it's like to read a contract. So you go to Etherscan, and let's say, let's go to Azora API Genesis Hackathon. This is an NFT project that was just released. I think it was yesterday. It was minting. So you can go in and you can click on contract, and oops, you can't read the contract here. So let me search for another contract. If you go to, let's see, Bored Apes, does that work? Bored Ape Comet, Bored Ape, ERC 725. Here, let's try this out. There we go. So there's a contract, and you could see this is how the open source code behind a lot of these NFT projects is listed. So you can research, literally any of these contracts, as well as a lot of the contracts that are, a lot of the new NFT projects that are being minted should be linking over to Etherscan. And you can actually mint directly from here if you want. So you go to read contract, and then you can go to, generally there's a mint method here that's listed, and you can mint that way. It's more direct. Let's say the website's down or whatever, you can mint from here. So Etherscan, the place for anything transaction related or checking out the contracts. Now let's talk about a couple of utilities. First, we've got JPEG Cache. This is really useful during tax season if you have to export all of your NFT transactions. And they also give you a precise profit and loss table so you can quickly tell where you stand financially. It's a simple site. It was put together by Neptune, and you can contact him on Twitter. Um, so yeah, you just put in any Ethereum address, and then right below it'll list off all the transactions. There will be a button to export via CSV or a button to export via Excel, and you can just view anything you want to and get all of your transactions nicely organized. In my live video where I was researching all of this information to put on to this video, you can see an example of how JPEG.cache is used, so check that out. Mint.fun. This is a really nice aggregating website which aggregates all the current and trending mints onto one page and then lets you conveniently mint them all together. And the really nice thing is that not only does it list all the trending NFTs currently happening, but you can also filter it by all the free NFTs that are minted, that you can mint. So it's really, really great. It just changes every day. It's pretty dynamic. And then if a mint is sold out, it'll say sold out, so you can't mint it. Very intuitive that way as well. This is provided by the team at context.app, I should mention. So check that out. And then the last utility that I want to mention on this video is Rarity Rankings extension. So this is very similar to Rarity Tools, except that it's an extension for the Chrome web browser, which almost all of us use. So you add this extension to Chrome, and then you go over to OpenSea, and you'll quickly, over any of these prominent NFTs, collections like Bored Apes or Moonbirds or whatever, you'll see the ranking on each NFT. So if you're going to buy, you can quickly see the ranking that way. You don't have to go over to the dedicated website and do research that way. This is just a really simple way to do that. So it saves a lot of time. Yeah, so these are some of the utilities, information, newsletters, and so on that I've put together on this page. This will be an evolving page as time goes on. I'll list more and more here. And then once again, if you have any really cool sites that you want to be included here, just reach out to me that you're here on the video on YouTube, or you can reach out to me on Twitter at klabianco.com. Thanks a lot. See you later.